It's kind of dark in here, huh, Penny?
Yeah.
I know what we can do. Let's turn on the light. So, Penny.
What?
What is this?
Lightsaber.
So, I made this lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, and it was amazing. It was super, super, super fun. I absolutely loved it. I'm going to show you the video right now about how we made it. Here you can see the area right outside of Savvy's workshop. And it's cool because the ambiance of Galaxy's Edge, it'd be really cool to do this at night. Like most things at Galaxy's Edge, it's so much more believable at night, such as Kylo Ren here. It's pretty cool to see these characters, but everything there at night just, it's so much more real, I guess. As fake as it is, it's also very real. And they showed me about the lightsabers and sort of the attributes and what they mean and where they come from. The guy did an okay job of that, but I really picked mine on the aesthetics of what I liked as opposed to the story behind it. That really didn't matter to me, and also he didn't have time to do all of it. They give you this card when you go in, take this card, you show it to them. That tells you, I don't know what that tells them about you. But here you can see some of the detail going in, sort of this hidden away thing. It kind of was cool that when we were there, the bad guys came out and we kind of sneak in just after them. You can see here, you walk in, you get your spot at the table, and you just kind of line up. It was cool to be at the corner, I thought, as opposed to just on the end. It kind of made me feel like I was a bit at the head of the table. They give you a little spiel about everything and what you're going to do. They show you the kyber crystals. And again, they give you a little bit of information about the different types of kyber crystals. I really wasn't listening to this because I knew I wanted green because I like green. And the way they light everything in here and the way it glows, and you'll see at the end the way it glows, it was so cool. But like I said, I knew I wanted green, so I had no difficulty picking mine. So they give you a pin that matches your lightsaber type. And you wear that pin, you get to keep that pin. And then you have that pin on your shirt as you're doing this, and that's how they know what to pull out and give you. And there were even some of the types that they had run out of. So you can see here giving me mine. I cannot even remember what it is. Like mine, to me, looks more like the classic style lightsaber. So the first thing you do is when you get the core is you put the kyber crystal in. And that was really, honestly, probably the hardest part. You'll see getting that kyber crystal in that little slot, but there's all the pieces. You build it top to bottom, basically, after you put the kyber crystal in, and it gives that little pop. It's really like, it's just basically like pipe fitting. Each part kind of screws into the other, and it's all really heavy. The core part is plastic, where your batteries go, where your kyber crystal goes, and there's a switch in there that's activated because your crystal is in, so that thing is always running, and you can open it up and switch it off so that you're not draining your batteries, as mine probably is right now when I think about it. But I'm going to show you this part right here. This was the trickiest part for me. I was generally pretty successful from here on out building it, but putting in that crystal was no joke. And this part is now sped up to about 4 times as fast. So it took me about 20-30 seconds to get the crystal in there and balanced. And once you do, it gives this little like sort of sound, like a little, almost like a spark sound, not the lightsaber sort of sound, but like a baby sound version of that. And then you just start to assemble the rest of the pieces. And once again, speeding the process up for you guys, you see here, everything that you see me assembling is probably in real time about 3 minutes or so. And I was relatively quick at doing it. I kind of figured out, they instruct you on what to build first and what order, and certain pieces have to go. And once you sort of get the hang of that, that's really the easy part. And then, but some people, like, you know, maybe smaller kids or something, had trouble screwing it together. But you see here at the end, once you kind of get it nice and tight and snug, and there is my assembled, ready to go lightsaber. And it felt so much heavier than I thought it was going to be. It's not a cheap process, but it was definitely worth it to experience it. And then once you're done, you put it down basically for their inspection, and they'll come check on it, make sure you're good with those pieces, and then tell you what to do when the time comes, which is turn on your lightsaber. But you can hear the audio of the person helping me out in 1 second here.
Still deciding? Alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's your activation switch right here. When the time comes, you'll just up on to activate, down to deactivate.
Yeah.
Now are these your final pieces here? Alright, wonderful. I'll get this out of your way then.
So once I was done and checked, there was about 2.5 more minutes of people finishing up, being checked. There was like 3 people working, 2 that were sort of the helpers, and then the 1 lead who you will see talking, you saw talking at the beginning. And it was just kind of that point waiting around to make sure the people were good to go, that when they light everything up, it will light up. But this was the only sort of slow part, but it's understandable. People work at different paces. People have to make sure it's all assembled correctly, etc., etc. So, but then it's really cool because then you get to light them up and you get visited by perhaps the greatest Jedi Master of all.
Am I going right here? So it doesn't be happening. Why are you going to the lights? We're waiting at 30%.
With many pups you began. Yes. With the heart of the saber they are joined. Much more they will become. It's time.
Master Yoda. Builders. Truly the Force must be strong in this room. Master Yoda can sense it. And he's right, it is time. So in just a moment, you'll return to your stations and you will activate your lightsabers. Just as we started this process together, we'll activate together as one. So builders, if you're ready, take those steps forward. Place your hand on your hilts. Take a deep breath. Focus your energy, and together, activate. And builders, raise your lightsabers. You have just built a lightsaber like the Jedi and the Sith that have come before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Now if you would, raise them high and raise them proud. You did it. Congratulations. Please lower and deactivate your sabers. The bomb is complete.
So they basically talk a little bit more. They tell you to go out the opposite door that you came in, and they give you your bag for your lightsaber. So, Penny, what do you like about this lightsaber?
Because how it lights up.
Yeah, the way it lights up, it looks like it's a real lightsaber, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else you like about it? What about the sounds?
Yeah.
The sounds are really cool that it makes. You can probably hear the hum and the buzz of it right now. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out our Disney channel. We're going to be starting uploading content on that soon. It's not there yet, but be sure to check that content out. This will be up there as well. Lightsaber, all kinds of Galaxy's Edge stuff, all kinds of Disneyland stuff coming your way from myself, Judy, and the girls. But for now, this is Josiah is Right. Like, subscribe, comment, and bye.
Awesome.